live. Looks like we're live here. Let me drop the open, Richard. Boom.
Welcome back to the Hank Strange Situation.
That's
Lifestyles
right,
of the Locked
we're
and
here.
Loaded.
Subscribe, thumbs up, ring the bell. If you haven't already, rung the bell. Okay, we are live. I hope you got your big girl parakeet panties on. Yes, jazz hands, jazz hands. There's Pebbles. Shout out to Pebbles. We are live. This is episode 367 of the Who Moved My Freedom podcast. Tonight's subject, the Mueller report. Do we even give a crap diddlyishness? Do we even care about the Mueller report? And joining me is Richard Hughes and Pebbles. There goes Pebbles right there. Boom. We should get Pebbles his own camera, I think. Get Pebbles his own.
You're the second
camera.
person that said that this week.
Yes, so that we can do it. We're joining us later sometime here should be Babyface P. I don't know. He's probably having some technical issues or something like that. So we're waiting for him to come in. Welcome to everyone who's out there. Please, folks, come on in. Join us. The show is brought to you by Safety Harbor Firearms that you can see right down there. Safety Harbor Firearms. You know, home of the Walt. That's what we'll call it. We'll call it Walter's World. So, also, the real Cujo has given us a couple of bucks here. He says, for tissues for all the Dems again. And that's in regards to the Mueller report. Thanks. And a big shout out to the real Cujo, our friend, longtime supporter. We appreciate you, my friend. Hope all's well on your end. I see you're rocking some kind of cap over there. You know, when you put the hat on, you look crazier. Crazy. See? I see crazy. Now take off the hat. Let's see. I'm just testing this. Sane pirate right here. Okay. Crazy army pirate.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just teasing you.
Pebbles doesn't like the hat.
No, yeah, I don't blame him. No, shout out I see you're rocking the Tyven hat. So, okay, yep. Babyface P saying dial him in. Now I got to dial Babyface P in. Hold on one second here. Let's see if we can get him to join while we're doing this. All right, so shout out to everyone that's out there, folks. Thanks for coming in. Please do smash the thumbs ups. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the Hank. Oh, just got really, really massive and huge, and not in a good way. Not what you guys are thinking. My picture is really blown up here. Come on. Trying to change that out. Let me take this off here for a second. There we go. So there's Babyface. And there's Richard Hughes while I'm trying to figure out what's going on with this thing. What's up, Patrick?
What's up?
What'd it be like, man? We're just here. We're just waiting on you.
There we go. Now your thing's fixed.
What's fixed?
Your camera looks better now.
Oh, yeah. I'm just messing around with it. I guess it's going to be doing that all night. So that should be fun. That should be a lot of fun there. Okay. All right, so it looks like we have everyone here. Yeah, guys, as you're coming in here, please do smash the thumbs ups. We need that. We appreciate it. There you go. Babyface P is here. He's rocking the Blue Line Bears hat today.
That's right.
You just came across, you just found that again, right? You lost that for a while.
It was sitting in the bathroom.
Oh, okay.
It's been just been hanging out.
Oh, okay. on the down low? Is it on the down low?
That's right. That's right.
One of those guys. I don't know if Babyface even knows what that means. All right, so yeah, we're going to talk about the Mueller report. We're going to get into a bunch of other stuff. We do have Richard Hughes here. We do have Babyface P. Did any of you guys even look at this Mueller report thing? Do you guys care?
I haven't read through the report itself.
I started going through it, and I was kind of skipping through to where it was like blocked out and read around what was, obscured. And then I kind of flipped around between Fox, MSNBC, and CNN. And Fox is saying, hey, nothing to see here, move along. And they were making out a whole fabric on MSNBC and CNN crazy accusations. Mm-hmm. There's 10 issues. And like if the CIA, the FBI, and a dozen lawyers from the Clinton campaign can't find dirt on you, you're clean.
Yeah, pretty much.
But all of this goes according to, we know like where Fox News is going to be on it, right? And then we know where the rest of media is going to be on it. It's all of that stuff is pretty straightforward and laid out. Like everyone goes according to their party line. I think that's why people just don't trust the news anymore.
Yeah, pretty much.
If you want to, Babyface, here, I'll throw up a link for you guys if you want to see. There's actually a PDF out there. It's 400 pages, so good luck trying to figure it out.
That's what's in the Mueller report. It's a 400-page document.
Yes, sir.
Holy moly. And it's redacted, right?
Yes, and most of it is redacted, right, Richard?
Is it really?
I don't know if you've got a chance to see it yet. Here, I actually made a thing about this. Go ahead, Richard.
And it's annotated like why it's redacted, like it's personal privacy or an ongoing investigation. So you actually have a little bit of a clue of what's going on. But I haven't been able to figure out like, it's person, this. Mm-hmm. There's not enough there, not enough meat there to figure out what.
So here's my words of the day. I'm gonna throw up my posting of this thing. It's basically a picture of my my little Bitmoji dude. And it says HOM up there, which stands for harm to ongoing matter.
God, it's everywhere.
Yeah, that harm to... Just look at that thing, right? It's just all blacked out. All the good, juicy stuff is... Or whatever. Who knows if it's juicy, not juicy. What are they still investigating? What's the ongoing matter that they're looking into?
Jesus. Starting at page 16, it's just... There's nothing here. There's literally nothing here.
Yeah, Adam Smith, 86, says Mueller got compromised by the Russians. So one of the things I'm guessing from me just flipping through that report is that they're like, yeah, the Russians were trying to do something. What? Did we need you to spend all this money to tell us that?
From what I understand, that's what, from the right, that is what I've heard. That basically the Russians tried to interfere with the election, but there's no connection between Trump and the Russians. Mm-hmm. So... Yeah, that's what I've come to understand.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure every election cycle, the Russians are trying to mess with American politics and other places too, not just the Russians. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we mess with other country stuff. What are you gonna say, Richard?
All right, so there's a number of things. In one of my favorite local radio hosts, and even if he wasn't local, he'd still be a favorite, is Brian Mudd, and his saying is, the most popular form of media bias is omission. Mm-hmm. And what CNN is doing, like they're grabbing a phrase like Trump went wild about a special counsel. But they didn't say the whole text was Trump went wild about a special counsel because this ties up administrations and prevents them from making any progress on their agenda. Mm-hmm. But they grabbed, those few few words and kind of blow it out and make it out of context. The one thing that even before this redacted report came out, the summary was no Russians changed a vote, no American colluded with Russians, and no one on the Trump staff, even after repeated attempts from outside sources that could have been Russian agents, took the bait. They all rejected it. And in fact, there was instructions from higher up in the campaign, do not meet with these people. Mm-hmm. But meanwhile, MSNBC says, well, the Trump campaign was open to meeting with these people. It's like, that's the exact opposite of what actually occurred.
Yeah. Dreamweaver Man says it's guilty or innocent, not guilty or exonerated. You know what? This whole thing is just. Listen, I'm thinking to myself, don't they realize Americans are looking at this and like, why the hell are we wasting our time with this crap? Because to me it looks like Democrats, no matter what, they're just going to keep. What's the name of that? Is it a congressman? Is it Schiff or something like that? That was saying there's going to be all this. Yeah. And so he came out and he did a press conference and he's like, yeah, see, this says everything I told you guys. It's all right in here. There's nothing in there.
And it doesn't matter. It won't matter. It'll never matter. They hate Trump, and the Democrats are just, they're just going to go for it. It doesn't matter what's said. And again, what, Ocasio-Cortez is like Inspector Clouseau? She's going to find out.
God.
If if it's up to Ocasio-Cortez, the Democrats are doomed. Basically,
Which is great.
Yeah, don't you got like? I don't know if anyone else sees this, but I almost think that these people are just going to keep going and get Trump reelected with this crap. Because
it's going to happen.
Yeah, they're just they're just making people burnt out on listening to them. Because there's no one out there that believes them anymore. Every single thing they twist it into, oh, see, this thing that says there was no collusion actually proves he was colluded. So I think they're just burning people out with it, and they should just stop. Don't even mention Trump. You don't want Trump to be reelected again, unless they do. Then they can just keep giving him free promotion up until the next election. Otherwise, just don't mention him anymore. That's what will hurt Donald Trump the most. That's what will get to him.
So the whole thing you got to realize is that the media, CNN isn't about news. They have a product. And Fox News is the same thing. The product is getting eyes to watch for their advertisers. So for 2 years, they've been making bank on Trump, Orange Man bad. Oh, I'm wearing orange. They've been making big bank on that. So they're just looking to keep the gravy coming, because what else are they going to talk about? My favorite saying is, do you know what the #1 news story was September 10th, 2001? For weeks.
September 10th, 2001?
Yes, sure. We all know what happened September 11th.
Yeah. What was the thing back then before that? What were they talking about? I'm trying to remember in my brain.
I have no idea.
One news story. Oh my God. Let me guess. Hold on. Let me guess. Wait. Something. Was it? Did they have something to do with Bush? Was it a negative Bush story?
No. Oh. Good guess, though. It was a congressman. Gary Condit and Chandra Levy's death for weeks.
Oh, right. Yeah. The Chandra Levy that disappeared. She was like an intern, and she disappeared.
Right, the intern.
Yeah, and did we ever find out what happened to her? I think they found her body. But
she was murdered by some vagrant.
The congressman killed her, or had her killed. That's what they think, right?
Nope.
We don't know.
They thought he killed her, but it ended up that some vagrant, some homeless guy killed her in the park. So
the one chick that was messing around with
they get a story.
No, I'm sorry. I was just gonna say the one chick that was messing with a congressman. Well, okay, so it's either that every young intern in D.C. is messing with a congressman, or conveniently the one that was doing that gets accidentally murderized or deliberately murderized by some vagrant in a park. It sounds like a CIA hit job to me. Yeah. Right. I don't know. Babyface is like, oh my God, don't go down this rabbit hole. Go ahead, Richard. Oh, by the way, hold on. Let me get this. SoCal Gunner gave us a couple of bucks. He says, where is Alex Jones in on it? Wonder. Alex Jones. Poor Alex Jones getting thrown under the bus again. He didn't even do anything. I wonder if they did some of this stuff that's redacted here. Does it have something to do with Alex Jones? If I was him, I would be claiming that's all me in that redaction.
They're talking about me. It's me. And you got to buy my supplements. Buy my supplements.
Yeah.
Big.
Yeah. David Cardinal says, is it too late for jazz hands? Didn't we do jazz hands? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did jazz hands. But you can still do jazz hands wherever you are. Yeah. Right. Yeah, I think that all they're going to do here is just keep giving Trump more publicity, make people burned out. Trump is just going to be able to keep getting away with stuff, or doing whatever he wants, because you're burning people out on it. Just come out and say, okay, this thing was a friggin' boondoggle, a wild goose chase. There's nothing to see here. We don't know what we don't know, even though we know that we don't know what we know.
It's too late at this point. You just can't undo what's already been done and give up on it.
Yeah. So they're just gonna double down on this, even though there's nothing.
Pretty much. That's my guess, at least.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, so the news media is lazy. If they don't have to do journalism, if they don't have to work for a story, you have 24 hours worth of programming to fill. So if they actually work for story, think about all of the stories that they would have reported on if it was Obama that was president and they loved him. They actually have to work.
Yeah, but
but
whatever happened to the investigations of the Russians meddling and making Obama president? Which the Russians meddle all the time. They can't make a person president. They can't do it. They can meddle. Other countries can meddle. Everyone can meddle. It's not making anyone president. Let me see if I could screen. Okay, so here I'm showing on the screen, people, the PDF, the 400 pages. I'm just going to scroll through this while we're here talking about this so you guys can see. Oh, there's the first harm to ongoing matter. But then it gets, let's see, where did you say, what page number was that, Patrick? There's some more.
16. Starting at 16, there's just nothing.
You guys will see it here in a second. It just goes to like total black. Oh, there's a little bit more right there. A little bit more. But when they get into the real dirt, I'm looking for it here because it gets up. Now here we go. Then it starts getting crazy. And where is it? Come on. There we go. Redactions. Then there's like whole pages redacted. You guys see all this craziness scrolling up on your screen? Boom! This whole thing is redacted. The only thing on this page that I'm looking at that's not redacted is it's 28. The term troll refers to internet users in this context, paid operatives who post inflammatory or otherwise disruptive content on social media or other websites. That's the only thing on that. Let me see. What page is that? What page was this? This was page 18. The only thing that's not redacted. There's other definitions like 26 and 27. Like, the bottom. What do they call that, Patrick? You went to college.
What?
What do they call that thing at the bottom?
Oh, footnotes.
Footnotes. There you go. There you go. Those footnotey things.
They literally just leave the footnote in.
Yeah, but two
footnote
of the
26.
The footnotes here. I'm going to show it again. Wait,
and the footnotes are blacked out. Yeah, Jesus.
Yeah. So hold on. Let me see if I could do this right.
So we don't even know what
right here
why they were talking about trolls.
Yeah,
it's 28. Yeah, we have
footnotes.
no idea. Something about trolls.
Yeah, that's okay. It's just ridiculous. Just ridiculous. Let's see.
So now Mueller, he indicted, I think, like 13 Russians, and he figured that would like muck it up. I'm supposing that's what he thought. And so they had a lawyer come to D.C. say, okay, yeah, we want to do discovery. Show us your information. He was like, "Arr."
I think the reason they did that is they didn't think any Russians would show up. They didn't think a lawyer would show up to represent them, and they were like, "Oh, this is easy, makes us look good in the media." But I didn't know a lawyer actually came.
Oh yeah, they did that. They had so the Russians. Now, the Russians didn't want Trump, and they didn't want Hillary either. They just wanted the left and right to butt heads. That's what
the Russians are winning right now.
Yes, they are.
Right now they're winning.
You can't be Putin smoking a big cigar with a big drink in his hand.
They're just loving this nonsense. They're like, yes, we are wasting more American monies.
Yeah.
Yeah. The imperialist Americans are going to take their own selves out with this nonsense. Basically, the Russians were trolling us. Okay.
Oh, totally.
All right. I mean, okay, now what? Where do we go from here? Everyone's trolling us. The Chinese are trolling us. I'm pretty sure they're doing more damage than the Russians so far as the internet, right? But everyone's doing it. So, and we're doing it to everyone.
My conspiracy theory on the Chinese is, and I'm not saying Northrop Grumman did this, but picture a defense contractor. If you just sold them the F-35 and you want to sell them the F-38, the only way to do that is like, oh my gosh, the Chinese got the plans for the F-35 and they're building one. We'll have to sell you the F-38 now. Do you really need this?
You think that's going down? Think it's a
could
little
be.
bit of that? Yeah, I'm pretty sure all these, a lot of the plans of these things are out there. They might like to get their hands on a working one,
Now,
but
Western intelligence has worked against the Russians on things. The Russians developed their own Concorde, and we leaked a defective plans where it would have flutter and tear itself apart when it went transonic.
wow. So far as I know, so far as Russians developing their own stuff, I can just say to you, Chernobyl. That's one of those things that go. That's one of those things that happens right there. Just remember that Chernobyl crap. So.
Well, one of the things, as far as the technology race goes, is that if you can skip a couple of generations, let's say you're just building up an air force. Let's just pretend Venezuela goes capitalist. They have money because they have oil revenue, and they don't want the Super A-10 anymore or whatever from 40 years ago. If they didn't keep making moves, like go to first generation, second generation, third generation, spending the money on that, and just save their money and bought sixth generation fighters, they're saving a lot of money. Mm-hmm. So likewise, these other countries, if they don't have to go through the evolution that costs us all the money, and then just purchase or build, if they get leaked plans, a sixth generation fighter, mm-hmm. they're saving a boatload of money.
So can I just ask you this? So what generation AK are the Russians on right now? Because it's a good thing Walter's not here to get mad at me. Who's like the most? I think Patrick, you're the most into AKs. What gen AK are we on from Russia right now, my friend?
Do you really want to know?
I'm curious because I always
probably
say fourth,
maybe fifth.
Okay.
You were thinking there was no change, weren't you?
Yes, that's what I was thinking. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm wrong. All right, let's see if we can
they just ordered what was it? They just ordered like 15 or 20,000 AK-12s and AK-15s, and those are like the brand new everything. Top of the line AKs that haven't even we're never going to get those in the country.
What do they look like?
They look just like an AK, and they have the same basic functionality.
So what generation
they just
is
have
that?
They just have modern. I mean, it's like taking an M16 and looking at like my Mark 18. They're based on the same design, but they're pretty different.
This is how you know someone didn't actually develop something. This is how you know. It's like the Wachowski sisters, brothers,
oh God,
whatever they are.
Oh God, not those two.
They didn't actually come up with the Matrix. That's why they never did anything better than the Matrix 1. All the like Matrix 2 and 3 suck donkey balls. So that's proof right there. I think it's the same thing. But I know everyone that loves AKs and believes that the Russians actually came up with the AK will hate me for that one. You get out there and hate me. That's okay. That's fine. Yeah. So anyway, I don't know if we were going to ask each other the question of whether we care about the Mueller report. I'm going to say no. What do you guys say?
Yeah, and I think that's a big problem. Maybe not a problem, but that's just the state of the country right now. People on the left will care. People on the right won't care, and you're not changing opinions, no matter what. Just about. I don't know what you could bring out against Trump to change opinions on him. It's just people are so tired. You're either so invested in hating him or you're so invested in not caring that you're on one side or the other. There's very little gray.
I mean, I'm not happy that Trump has been responsible for some anti-gun things that are floating around out there. But at the same time, I'm totally happy that Hillary's not president. I like a little bit of anarchy.
Oh, yeah.
I think we're living...
We've
never seen this kind of anarchy, huh?
There was a congressperson that came out, yesterday saying that they think that a certain percentage of they said that all Trump supporters are wrong in voting for him, and the second thing was a certain percentage of Trump supporters are just anarchistic in a sense that they just want to see the establishment burn. And I was like,
I'm a little bit of that. I'm a little bit of that.
I'm
a little bit country, a little bit rock and roll on that one.
Yeah, for sure. And they were like, well, that's just wrong. You shouldn't be like that. It's like, what? Don't tell me how to live my life. That's not, who cares?
Yeah, what's wrong with that? I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Nope.
Well, I was big on Reince Priebus. Get rid of him. Get rid of Mitch McConnell, Paul Ryan. Get those guys out of frickin' politics.
The
They're
establishment
totally
people in the Republican Party.
flush the toilet.
Yeah, Reince Priebus is a freaking joke, man. He's a joke. If Trump won the presidency off of his Twitter, and the Republican Party can't even get up to speed, even up till now, they're not up to speed on doing Twitter and Instagram.
No, they're so far
it's
behind.
a joke. It's such a joke. Even though they've seen the proof from Trump, it's like they're like, oh no, we can't trust the Twitter machine.
Have you guys?
Well, what do the Democrats have to run on?
That's
I
the
mean,
thing.
they're bankrupt. They're bankrupt on ideas. I did a gun streamer on this. Basically, they're saying reparations, but somebody's lying to you. Like if somebody said to you they were rich, how much money is rich?
Rich.
It's a hard question to answer.
Yeah. I think rich is when you don't even think about money. You don't have to think about how much money is rich. If you have to ask how rich is rich, then you're not rich.
Ding, 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 ding. So one of the things the Democrats say, somebody's lying to you when they can't tell you. If I said my car does 0 to 60 in 4.8 seconds, we know how fast my car is. If I just say I have a fast car, then you're like, oh, fast is whatever fast is to me. My car does 0 to 60 in 3.2 seconds. It must be faster than that.
Mm-hmm.
But so when the Democrats say the rich aren't paying their fair share, which is absolutely untrue, rich is whoever makes more money than you. No matter, that's a variable in the computer world, and you fill in the value. So when I was making 20 grand a year, somebody that made 30 grand a year was rich.
Yeah. If you're standing on American soil, you are rich.
Damn
to
right.
The rest
But we
of the
don't
world.
Crap in a hole.
Yeah, but the even the people that would be considered poor in America don't see it that way. You're used to what your situation is,
Right?
Yeah.
and we take it for granted for sure.
Yeah, but if you look at not every country. I mean, there are countries out there that have welfare or systems like that, obviously, right? But most of the world doesn't have what you can get in America. Where you could not work and have all the babies you want, and someone gives you a home and a car and a phone and food and everything that you want, and you still somehow can't get out of that. And I'm not saying there aren't people who need to be helped, because I think there are people out there that need to be helped, but it's obviously institutionalized in any of the places around the world where that exists. And people in other countries will be so happy to get up on some of that. Ask the people in Argentina right now. Yeah. Because you could have been rich in Argentina, I don't know, what was that, like a couple of years ago? You could have been rich there. You could have been balling. And there's probably still a couple of people there who feel like they're rich, but not for the most part.
So if the Democrats are running on reparations, what the next question that has to be asked is, how much am I getting? And who's giving it to me?
So are the Democrats seriously running on reparations? Is that what
Yeah,
you're saying?
yeah. There are a couple that are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what do they have to run on? The economy? Jobs? What? What are they going to run on?
Do you know exactly who those guys are that are running on reparations? Is that like the people of color that are up in the presidential
Well,
race?
do you consider Elizabeth Warren a person of color?
Yeah, she's Native American Indian.
Yeah, so she's one. She's one of the biggest.
Oh, she's running on reparations for real?
Oh yeah.
All of the presidential candidates, or the ones that have thrown their hat in the ring, are running on reparations.
Yeah.
But so how much? And you know what? My mother's fresh off the boat. Do I only have to pay half? Oh, but my dad fought on the side of the North, or my dad's family fought on the side of the North. Do I just not pay it all?
Yeah, your mother's fresh off what boat? What are you talking about?
She came from Germany.
On a boat?
Yeah.
Freshly.
Well, when she came here,
when
40 years ago,
that's
50
not
years
fresh.
ago.
Are you going to eat a banana from 40 years ago? That's not fresh off the boat. You're talking in relations to slavery.
Yes.
Right. Listen, here's what I would say to all of the people who are running and they're talking about reparations. We just create a voluntary reparations fund. and have them put all their money in there. Any people in Hollywood, these big corporations or whatever, right? Anyone who wants to put all their money into the reparation fund, just go ahead and do that. Redistribute your own money. Why not? If you believe in, I think that's nonsense. I've talked about it a lot of times, but if you're out there in America and you believe in that reparations, as a matter of fact, Babyface, you need to start the reparations fund right now. Start the reparations GoFundMe.
It's gonna be my personal GoFundMe.
Yeah,
then.
we will administer it. How much should we take as like administration fees?
It's at least 90% for most places.
Yeah.
So
yeah, exactly, and we will dole out the reparations to whosoever we see fit. I mean, it's crazy. That's a crazy idea.
If you give somebody $10,000, $1,000, $100, what is a suitable amount for a relative? Like, if let's just say somebody definitely knows, hey, my mom and my dad were slaves. Mm-hmm. What's a reasonable amount to pay them?
Mm-hmm. I have no idea.
There's not going to be anyone on the face of this planet. I mean, there are slaves right now on this planet, right? But there's no one in America that their mom or dad was a slave. We're going way back to figure out who.
So these are all very reasonable questions to ask. Who's going to pay it? Who doesn't have to pay it?
But also, who's responsible? This is the thing I have to ask you. Who's responsible? Like, who's supposed to be responsible for that? It's not just like who is owed something, if someone's owed something, right? And then how do you figure out who are the descendants of those people, and what percentage do you get? And if since that time you've mixed it up a little bit, are you still 100% eligible? Or if you're a white guy and you have like 2% African blood in you, are you now also are you eligible for
it makes no sense.
Yeah, it's all crazy. Right. And then also you have to go back to the people who were like selling the slaves to Americans and to people in the Caribbean and all that. So I think it's gonna be crazy. I thought most of these Democrats were doing that universal pay thing. Isn't that that's what I thought?
That's another one.
That doesn't work at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense, and it doesn't even logically make sense.
How much money are they trying to give everyone in the universal pay thing? Do you know?
$1,000 a month.
1,000. Everyone gets.
Every person gets $1,000 a month.
So even Trump would get $1,000 a month.
$1,000 a month.
That's not going to cover my family car payment.
No, you know what's going to that's going to kill.
And then every cost is just going to go up from there.
Exactly.
That doesn't make it.
The first thing that's going to happen is everything is going up by $1,000 a month.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The minute that everyone starts getting cut a check for $1,000 a month, everything's going up by that.
Yep, pretty much.
You go buy a banana, they're going to be like, this is $1,000 right here, dude.
Yep.
I mean, everything's going to go up. That's so stupid. That is, oh boy. And then, but that there's no way. People are like, no, man, I can't do it on $1,000, man. It's going to take, I don't know. That's just really crazy.
It's not going to happen because it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
The economy doesn't work that way.
Now, don't get me wrong. I'm all for legalization of marijuana in Colorado. I'm all for California giving guaranteed basic income.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Do it.
Also, California is doing this no matter what.
They want to. I mean, let them run with it. Prove
California
it doesn't
is doomed.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's gonna be funny. It's okay. So you know what happened? So yesterday I got my haircut. Wednesdays, that's what I do. Whenever I go to the barbershop, I get into this kind of craziness.
Oh God!
There's always someone in the barbershop you get into it. So there was a guy in there who is very liberal, very progressive, and all of the things you guys are talking about, he's agreeing with that. Then on top of that, he's complaining that he went to McDonald's, okay, and they try to make him go to his own kiosk. So you know how now McDonald's has the thing.
That's how that works, though. Does he not understand the reason behind that?
And he was
did you explain that?
Yes, I did. Because he was like, "Well, I refuse. I am not going to come in McDonald's and punch in my own thing." And I was like, "Dude, but you just said that you want like mandatory minimum wage, you want this thing and that thing. How the hell do you think that's going to happen?"
Mm-hmm. That the reason we're moving to automation is if you want mandatory minimum wage, the company is not going to lose their profits. They're going to cut salaries. They're going to cut people, and they're going to automate it. That's just how it works.
Yeah, he was also complaining to me about the pharmacy thing. I think he said he went to Publix. It's not just Publix doing this. But now, there's a lot of these chain pharmacies, because they compete with each other so much, right? Now they're all going to automation for filling the prescriptions. So they have less pharmacists, and then they have a main thing somewhere where there's a robot literally filling your prescription. So he said that he tried to help them out by filling out the form online to renew his prescription. And when he went in, they told him that was a robot in Orlando, and it was going to take like another week for his thing to get there. And that robot cost $17 million, and he was really mad because he was like, how do they have $17 million for a robot? I was like, dude, if all these things that you're saying you want, the first thing the company is going to say, you know what? Let's drop this money, buy this robot, and fire a whole bunch of people.
So here's the question: did he not understand that when you explained that to him?
No.
What was his argument against it? Like, because it's simple. I mean, it's simple math. They're not going to lose money. The way you fix that is by hiring robots. You put the overhead into machinery, and fire the people. And within 5 years, you're gonna be making money off of the robots.
No. So he said to me, that's all bullshit. They just need to take money from the wealthy. The wealthy,
so
they
he's
don't
just,
need it. How much money do they need?
So he's just obstinate and stupid, basically.
Basically, yeah.
He just doesn't understand how finances work. I'd love to see his checking account.
I was like, dude, if they just decide they're taking money from all the wealthy, I was like, he's like, why do the wealthy people have to get tax breaks? I said, very simple thing. If you have a job, if you don't have a job, you're not helping anyone. If you have a job, you're helping yourself. But if you are wealthy and you invest your money into starting businesses, you're employing people. Mm-hmm. And when we get rid of that, what happens is the wealthy people go, oh, I'm just going to keep my money right now. Yeah. I'm not going to invest it into anything. If you expect me to take my money, put it into businesses, and lose, well, screw you.
Yeah. Well, there's no reason to take a risk on investing if you're not going to have any return on that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, and even if you have your money in the bank is loaning that money to other people to buy a car, to buy a house, those kinds of things.
Yeah.
And so the wealthy are actually helping all of us. Mm-hmm. And you know what? If some guy buys a yacht that's built in, Melbourne, Florida here, there's a bunch of guys like me or you hammering away building that yacht.
Yeah. That's the lesson from what's his name in Fifth Element? I forgot the name of the bad guy. In there, he's like, all these little things, all those little things doing something. Red Bear says, so do people serve the economy, or should the economy serve the people? Are we helpless to control our own futures?
Is that a quote from something?
I don't know. That's a question.
Oh, is that just a question?
Yeah, that's
a chicken and the egg argument.
Yeah, he's
philosophical.
He's being philosophical.
Philosophizing.
Yeah, philosophizing.
Tyven saying we need thumbs up.
What was that?
Tyven says there's 127 people watching, and we only have like 71 thumbs up. That we need to get thumbs up going.
Yes, please do. Smash the thumbs. We appreciate that. We should be able to get to 100 right now. Listen, if you hate us, thumbs down. It's all good. Go ahead, Patrick.
To me, that's a chicken and the egg argument. That one can't exist without the other. You can't have an economy without people spending money, and you can't spend money without having something to spend it on. So,
yeah, it is a chicken and the egg thing, but most of these things are kind of like a regenerative cycle, right?
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things here, rich people, it's like rich people leaving New York and coming to Palm Beach. It's like, no, go somewhere else.
Yeah,
don't come
seriously,
to Palm Beach.
We don't want you here.
But I'm not a wealthy guy. So somebody that makes a lot less than me may say so.
Oh, I'm sorry. Anyone rolling around with a parrot on his shoulder is friggin' wealthy. In Guyana, where I was born, only the rich dudes roll around with parrots on their shoulder. No, I'm just making that up.
What it was is I stopped becoming a New York resident because I had my car registered in New York, and I was working a contract in Monroe, Louisiana, and my car needed inspection. My wife and daughter were living in Palm Beach, and I'm like, well, if I register my car in Florida, I don't have to do the inspection. So it wasn't the taxation and money, it was the regulation that did it. Those two things together make people opt out of New York. If you have the ability to opt out of high taxation, you're going to leave.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just crazy to me. Don't you realize? I forget if it's like 500 people in the 5 boroughs of Manhattan pay 50% of the taxes.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a small handful of people that would fit in a movie theater that are paying 50%, but the bulk of the taxes that are raised in New York City.
Mm-hmm.
You should have a red carpet out for them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Walter says you can't fix stupid. So that's some safety over Firearms.
So true.
And Dan Hates You says, I hired a robot to hit the thumbs up. It'll be there in a week. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. We appreciate that. Whether you're using robots or you're actually doing your own work and hitting the thumbs ups, we appreciate it. Yeah. I think that listen, I think that people need to consume and produce, and all these kind of things need to happen in order to keep things going forward, or just keep the engines running on stuff. What happens when things? How do we actually go into a depression, right? How do the markets crash? When everyone goes, you know what, shit's about to go down. Cash me out. Yeah, cash me out. That's how we know. Not cash me outside like that chick. But when people decide they want all their money back, that's how things go wrong. And like in the beginning, the thing that I got into this guy with in the beginning, because he was talking about, he was like, who cares about the stock market? And I was like, okay, everybody's money is on the stock market, my friend. Everybody's money's, because he was like, it's just those billionaires' money. I was like, no,
it's not. It doesn't work like that. This guy it sounds like he just doesn't understand how the world works at all. Like he just doesn't get it.
No, there's a lot of people like that.
It's crazy. It's like that's just crazy to me that there are people that are able to vote that just have no idea about anything.
Yeah. Mubat says, "How about that?" So you know what? Let's did you guys?
She's a rapper. She's making money.
Yeah,
she's making stupid money
doing Babyface. I keep telling you, you need to rap, my friend.
Jesus.
This is the generation of the white rapper. You can do this. You can do this. Baby. You already have the name Babyface P.
Yeah.
You already got guns.
I just gotta move it in.
Got guns.
That's right.
All you gotta do is get some fake jewelry now.
Oh man, fake jewelry. I know people in the jewelry industry. I can get the real thing.
No, don't roll
wholesale.
Okay, whatever.
That's what they call me, the wholesale rapper, because I don't pay retail for nothing. That's my shtick.
Yeah, everybody. Brian Quick says face P. Yeah. Do you know people that make I know that you have you've got folks that do watch stuff, but do you know anyone that makes those big gold rope chains?
Making those big chains, no, but the wholesaler we buy from does make. They do like real making of jewelry, so they make rings, make settings. No, I'm sure they would if you ask them to, but typically they do like settings and putting diamonds into rings and things like that.
Yeah,
they do things that make them money, not things that get bought once every like 16 years or something.
Yeah, Kathleen Music Lover says Babyface P cannot rap. Laugh out.
Nope.
How do you know that?
Not even close.
Have you ever seen him rap? I'm pretty sure he raps. He raps every now and then.
You can ask Marley; she'll tell you.
Oh.
Wait, but were you dancing on that Instagram video? What were you doing there?
Oh God! Don't bring up the video. Yeah,
oh God!
It's a good thing you did bring that up, Richard.
Oh man! So everybody should go look.
I'm so happy you brought that up. I will go right now.
Everybody should go look at this video. No, don't show it off, Hank. You can't just show it off. You gotta push people. This is a good reason to push people to your Instagram. You can't just
go to Instagram and you will see.
Gotta go to the grams.
Yeah,
but I'm also gonna show it to you.
You're gonna give the milk away for free.
You gotta get the views built up.
They're not gonna buy the cow.
They're gonna want to see it. They're gonna still want to see it. Look,
and go get the cow when you get
something
the milk for free.
Weird's going on here. You guys will have to figure out what's going on there with the Babyface P. Some kind of weird stuff was happening with Babyface P and his future wife. Very interesting. I actually can't avert my eyes. Okay, here, let's look at some gun stuff on there now. Bam.
There you go.
There's some gun stuff with Walter.
So,
shooting
do we win a
for,
prize if we guess what was going on?
Not
Well,
much of a prize to be given away considering I say what's going
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
Just turn on audio. You'll hear what's
It's
going
all
on.
over the and it's
Oh,
written.
I didn't
it's
hear
written,
the audio.
It's written in the title. Just like I keep telling
Oh,
you,
is
Richard
it?
Hughes, you gotta when you post which I think Richard, you're doing that now.
I've been doing it.
When you post on Instagram, you actually write in a caption there. Very important.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah, write something in so it's in there. But you want to tell everyone what was happening to you, Babyface? Did you get pregnant?
Yes. That night I was the day I was inseminated.
When is the baby coming out?
You know, they have a saying that she broke my behymen.
What? What is that?
And it wasn't from riding a horse or whatever that bullshit is that they say.
No, that was funny. That was funny. But you were in pain. You were in pain.
Yeah, I have a bad lower back. I have sciatic nerve problem, and I had her like the problem with Marley is she has weak little girl hands. I need someone with strong man hands to just like punch me in the kidneys because that's what like would feel better. Marley doesn't really have the strong man hands to like massage my sciatic nerve.
Yeah. Well,
so it's really
I don't
sad.
know about Walter, but I'm not volunteering for massaging or anything. So,
Punching.
yeah. Yeah. What you have to do, okay, so when I have like when I'm really in pain, I'll just lie down on the ground and tell Lola to walk all over me.
Yeah, that feels so much better.
Yeah.
And it's for me. It's from just standing all day. I think it's weird as this may be. I think one foot may be like shorter than the other. One leg might be shorter than the other or something. Because yeah, if I stand around all day or walk like a couple miles during the day, it starts to hurt really bad. And sitting and stretching feels good, but yeah, sciatic nerve sucks. I hate dealing with.
Oh, okay. Have you ever had the legs measured?
No,
You
I've
don't
never.
want to know, right? You're like,
I don't, yeah, I'm not sure I want to know.
don't really
You're
want
gonna tell me I
to
gotta
find out.
miss a couple inches on one side.
Yeah, you should be the one with pebbles, not Richard. We'll get you a peg leg
Get a
or
peg leg?
something.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. The Alizé 808 says, "I'll punch you in the kidneys." No. Yeah. And Kenny Van Cleve says, "Is that what they're calling it today?" Yeah. Night Train says, "Take 2 aspirins and call me in the morning."
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what happens? Listen, it happened to me the other day, man. You like make one wrong move.
Oh, that's the scariest thing.
Just one.
Oh,
wrong
I've
move.
had it.
And when you do it, you're like, oh, this is going to be real bad in about an hour. And then for the next week, it's going to hurt real bad.
CB has some good advice for you. He says, "Yoga stopped my sciatica, babyface." There you go.
You know how many people have told me that? I've just not. I've worked on some stretching and I found some that helps. But honestly, and I think chiropractors that tell you they can cure cancer are obviously quacks. But I think having somebody that can fix your back and check your joints, I think that might help. I've been wanting that looked at.
So you're talking about like doing the chiropractor thing? Or...
Yeah. I just my problem is there are so many out there that are total quacks that I want to try to find one that stays in their lane and doesn't try to cure all my ailments by cracking my back, because that's truly a thing. That's definitely a thing.
Yeah.
So
Did you get up during the day and walk around or anything, or are you just sitting in the chair all day?
No, I do get up and walk around. That's one thing that I have to do.
Have you
I
ever
will
met Babyface? He's hyperactive.
No, I've never met him.
Oh.
That's the thing.
Oh, you never met? I thought you did meet him.
No, we've never met in person.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, no, standing desk is the way to do it. Because otherwise, if I had to sit all day, I used to. My first job at a college, I had a sitting desk, and I thought I was going to go nuts. It was awful sitting all day long.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The Alizé 808 says, "Go on YouTube and check out the Cairo who does a thing called Y-strap. That might help you, Babyface P. Don't search that. I don't know. Y-strap? I'm thinking about
Y-strap? Is that what?
Yeah, hold on a second. The first thing you were going to do is search Y-strap, but that might be a trap.
Shocking scream after Y-strap. Loud.
No. Yeah, that's some kind of trick.
Yeah.
Don't fall for it. Yeah. Yeah. Greg98K says if I walk too long, my back seizes up, or if I turn and bend my back, I feel your pain, Babyface P. I think it happens to everyone. So, and Moobut says very desk.
I turned 30 this year, and seriously, getting older has like just do things that you were like, I used to be able to do this so easily when I was 25, and now I'm like, fuck, everything hurts. I don't want to do this. I don't like it. Marley and I have been going to the gym and jogging, and I'm like, my knees are starting to hurt. Am I really getting that old now where my knees are starting to hurt? Like, really?
Become a cranky old dude.
Yeah, seriously.
Lucky for you, technology is coming along.
Get an exosuit or something that just walks me for me.
Or they could grow you knees, man. If they could grow a heart, if they could 3D print a heart, they could grow you.
Yeah, we talked about this on Monday, didn't we?
Yeah.
The first 3.
Yep.
Yeah. And Dr. F1 says letting people walk all over you is a symptom of much more complex problems.
That's good.
Yeah, it's not, that's like a symbolic psychological thing, but I think it helps. It puts pressure on the back. Sometimes you might get all those things to snap back into place. So
I've actually done like the electric stim. You can buy them on Amazon.
TENS units are incredible. Oh, I tried to give it to you. I tried to give you my TENS unit, and Hank was freaked out by it.
Yeah,
those
because
things.
Because you said to me, "Oh, do you want my TENS unit?" I was like, "No, I don't want any unit from you. No thanks. I don't want your unit."
They are wonderful. Those things are incredible. It feels so good.
Yeah.
Especially if you got like achy joints, achy muscles, or whatever. You put that on there.
What is a TENS unit? How do we spell this?
TENZ or TENS? TENS, I think. Yep, TENS, TENS unit.
TENS unit.
Lola probably has heard of it. Man, I gotta try to pronounce this. Transcutaneous electrical nerve stimulation is what it stands for.
I don't like the trans part.
Turns you, Hank. You gotta be careful.
Yeah.
But no.
Oh yeah, I know what this is. They have this when you go to. It's like stimulation.
It feels so good.
Oh, okay. You know what that
It is really good.
Yeah. Yeah. By the way, lots of people in the chat saying, "Wait till you hit your 60s." I see Kathleen. Kathleen Music Lover said, Paul K says,
I'm just gonna be like that guy that invented the what's that the scooter thing? Not the scooter. The what's the one where it's just 2 wheels and you lean forward? Yeah, Segway. I'm gonna be like the Segway guy and just ride it off a cliff when I'm like 45.
But that wasn't the guy that invented it. Cayman. No, all right. So he bought the company from Cayman.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hank, you know about this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Segway guy rode it off.
Wait, hold on. The Segway guy he's not here anymore?
Oh, he died.
Cayman's here.
Oh. The inventor.
Oh, the original inventor died.
No, not the inventor. The guy that bought the company. And he was known as basically the Segway guy.
Cayman rode his Segway
off.
Oh, not Cayman.
No, not him.
Oh.
The guy that bought.
I was actually on a flight with Cayman's brother next to me.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, it's confusing.
Rode a Segway off a cliff.
Yeah.
And
use the line. Do you know who I am?
Yes, Dick Wheel.
Actually use that? Yeah. What a weird.
Yeah.
Do I care?
We were talking. I was telling Richard about this before. I have this acronym called. I call it DickWham. Do you know what DickWham means?
Sounds like something I would again search on Pornhub.
Yeah. Do you know who I am? It's the acronym. Do you know?
DickWham.com. It's the hottest thing going on right now.
Do you know who I am? That's the acronym. Like anytime you hear someone do that, like, oh my god, he just went DickWham. Just remember who.
Where's the M from? From the AM.
Yeah. Lola says is Dickwea, not Dickwham.
It is. I'm looking. It's Dickwea.
No,
it's
Dickwham.
I am Dickwea.
Yeah, like famous last words, man. Just don't tell people that.
This is gonna be really. Are you ready for this? This one's gonna be really obscure. If anybody knows what this is from, DYKWTFII.
No.
Do you know who the fuck I is?
So stupid.
I'm the Juggernaut, bitch. There you go. Somebody can now. You'll know.
That is so stupid. Listen, we were talking about technology. Did you guys see what was happening with the the Samsung Fold?
Oh God, what
We haven't
happened
had a
now?
chance to talk about that. So Samsung came
Are
out.
they out yet?
Yes, it's out. The Fold, but it's
I think
breaking.
you can order it. You can pre-order it.
Yeah, all the reviewers have them, so it's all out for the tech reviewers.
Not to the general public yet, though.
Not yet. It's like Richard said, pre-order.
It's not out to the dumb people who will break it the second it gets in their hand.
Well, it's already breaking, so the reviewers
Is it
are breaking
really?
it. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, apparently there's a layer that people are peeling off that they shouldn't be peeling off, and then it gets real brittle and breaks.
This is something you would do, Babyface, because it looks like it's just a screen protector on there.
It's one of those things where you keep picking at it and picking at it sort of thing.
Yeah. And they have a...
Oh, I see the line. I totally see the line. Yeah, I would pick the shit out of that till it came off.
Yeah, because you always have to take... He gets mad at me because I don't take things like that off. But you remember, it's not glass, so it's really... The screen is really plastic, and it's folding, and they put some kind of protective screen on there.
This picture on Instagram of a guy that peeled the whole thing off, and it's just like, what do I do now?
Yeah. And it just looks like the ink, 'cause I know it's not ink or whatever, but it just looks like everything just mixed in. Eventually.
Yeah, attention, the screen... Okay, so it gives you a warning. Attention, the screen includes a special protective layer. Peeling off the protective layer or using any adhesives on the main screen, such as a screen protector or stickies, may cause damage.
Yeah.
They tell you not to do it, but dumb people are doing it anyway.
Right, and the Tyven show says the phone is $1,800. It's actually It's $1,980.
Well, okay, so the first gen of any tech is always expensive.
Right.
If this becomes prolific enough, that price will... It's like, you remember when... I'm sure both you guys know or remember when plasma TVs came out? They were like $10,000 for the first one. Then they almost immediately dropped to like $5,000, and even that was expensive. And now you can get one... Well, you can't even buy plasma, but you can get a flat LED for like $250.
Yeah.
They like...
Remember they had to come check out your wall to put the big 120...
Make sure it had the weight.
Now it's just some paper. You just slap it up on the wall. And...
You should see the one behind me. This one I've had for probably close to 10 years. It's a Vizio, and it's a flat screen, but it's like it's probably like that thick. It's decently.
The 70-inch I got is like this thick.
Yeah, we got a Samsung downstairs that replaced this one, and it's like a book, like half the size of a book, and weighs nothing. It's a 55-inch, and I could put it up myself. It was crazy.
Yeah, but TVs are really cheap right now if you think about it, because people aren't buying them. Because if you bought a TV 5 years, anywhere within the last 5 years, they're pretty good. So.
The only thing I want to do is upgrade to bigger. That's basically it. Just go bigger.
Yeah, just totally go blind. Make my whole wall should be a screen.
I think us as men are always obsessed with that. So.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't care. I had a 55 in the living room. I didn't have anything in the bedroom, and my wife wanted a 70-inch TV in the bedroom.
Holy shit!
Because she just wanted it to look bigger when it was on TV, Richard.
And she's like, yeah, we just won't go to the movies anymore. We'll just watch stuff when it comes out on Amazon or Netflix. Screw that. That's what I want.
We are.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people do. You can always buy a thing on iTunes.
We don't. Yeah. I don't go to the movies. It's stupidly expensive.
Yeah.
You can catch it a couple months later on HBO. Why watch it at the theater?
Well, just the three of us. We went out to the movies, got popcorn. It was like $50.
Mm-hmm.
Stupid. It's so stupid.
Yeah, but it's the same thing. I think it's the same thing with this phone. If folding phone is really cool, I get it. I'm with you guys on that one. Don't
never
buy
buy
it right
the first generation of anything. That's just a rule for tech. Never get the first gen.
Never get the Gen 1.
Yeah.
No! It's Gen 1 Apple Watches, Gen 1 iPhones, like nothing. Gen 1 is always to help fix the bugs, and then Gen 2 makes everything better. It's just how it works in tech.
Yeah.
But even the form factor of that, it's not as big as a tablet, but bigger than a phone.
I haven't held one in my hand, but I don't see the point. But again, maybe I'm not target market. Maybe it would work better for somebody who flies a lot or is on trips where you don't have your laptop in front of you. Maybe that'd be great for you. Yeah. But for me, I'd rather have, I don't know. A
lot of the reviews I saw that people said they enjoy playing games on it and stuff like that. So, and when you fold it, the outside of it has a screen also, so you don't have to open it up to use it.
This has, I don't want to say ruined me, but this has become, outside of PC gaming, which is my main go-to, like most of the day. If I'm out and about or on the toilet, my Nintendo Switch is my like gaming console because it goes everywhere with me. I don't necessarily like. What's funny is when I was a kid, I was like obsessed with having the nicest phone and putting games on it and putting ringtones and all the shit you used to do and being kids. Now I don't think there's hardly anything on my phone. It's used for business. It's used for people to call me. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it does anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
You got
Keep it G-rated. Neckbone's doing some stuff back there.
Is he licking again?
What is he?
He's giving me that look.
Neckbone.
No,
Seriously?
He's licking.
Yeah. He's like, seriously, why'd you have to rat me out, dude?
That's right. Now you see him looking. Now he's all nervous.
I was about to go in and crank one off here. You just messed it up now.
No, now he's got the
snitches get stitches.
That's right. That's what he's thinking.
Okay. All right. Listen, we were talking about technology a little bit. I am going to segue into something here. Boom. Olight. You guys know about Olight. We show Olight stuff all the time. And this is the M1T Raider from Olight. It's going to be 50% off tomorrow. So I'm going to throw up a link here. I'm going to let me throw.
Is it on Lola's deals?
I don't know if Lola put it in Lola's deals yet. I just put up a link there. I'll put something here in our internal chat so you guys could see that link. But there's a couple of things going on with Olight. I'm going to open that up for everyone and unbox it. There's a couple of things I want to talk about Olight. First of all, personally, Olight has this thing where you guys will see tomorrow everyone is going to be doing a Olight thing, right?
Mm-hmm. That's how they do their marketing.
Yeah, because they have an affiliate thing. So we're part of that. And if you want to support us in that affiliate thing and you go to Olight, then and you buy through this link, then you support us. And what they're doing is they're testing. I think they did a new website and they want to test it tomorrow and see how much traffic goes through there.
Good for them. That's the way to do it.
Yeah, and you can also leave feedback and all that and how your experience was, how the website worked for you.
Their old site was all right. It was mediocre.
Yeah. So they're going to upgrade it. But the thing is, and I know lots of people are like sick and tired of it because whenever Olight does these flash sales and everyone is doing something with it.
A video on it, yeah.
Yeah, so Lola and I have been trying to get them to do something about that where we don't have to do that because I've been using Olight stuff for a while. You know that, Patrick.
That's my daily carry flashlight, and I actually really like it. I know there are some people out there that think we probably shill sometimes for some products. Mm-hmm. I like this flashlight a lot.
Yeah,
I use it a lot.
Yeah, since I discovered it, I've been using it. But here's the thing: we convinced them to give us a code. So when they don't have these sales going on, you can actually use the code Hank10 and get 10% off from Olight.
Sweet.
So we've got that, and I'll be talking about it going forward in the future. But tomorrow, you'll be able to get this one. I'm going to break. Do you already have an M1T Raider, Babyface? Is that what?
No, I don't know what that is. I have the little tiny pocketable S1R Baton 2 with the magnetic thing on the back.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. No, this thing legit goes everywhere with me, and you don't understand how helpful it is to have a flashlight until you have one for a while, and you're like, damn, I really have to have that.
Like
constantly.
carrying a knife.
It is very much like a pocket.
Yeah, there's certain things you should always carry. So, and I'll show you guys. Like, here's what I always carry: the H1R Nova.
I like that one too a lot
because I can hook it on right here, boom, and then turn it on. Hands free, baby.
Yeah, I really like that one too.
Yeah, I use that especially when we go home and it's all like.
I don't know if they're still making that one.
I don't know. We have to check on the website and see whether or not they have it. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to open up this one here for you folks that's going on sale tomorrow. And I'm going to, open it up out of the box. Let's open that up and take it out. It's got a warning. Please do not remove the sticker. Otherwise, you will destroy your folding phone. That's what Samsung should have done. Just put a big sticker like that. I mean,
Did you see the case that came in? The box?
The case was beautiful. It like folds.
Oh my!
When you open it, it's like an elevator, and your phone comes up. Listen, how about just putting it in a paper bag and selling me the phone for $1,000?
Yeah.
You know.
Well,
go ahead.
I think they're going to give you a free Hudson H9 with that box.
Sure, please. I wish. So here we go. All right. So this looks like this is obviously a battery powered. because it doesn't have the thing in the back for the
That is-
USB, which is awesome.
The charging is the biggest selling point for me. I love the USB charge.
So
anyway, sorry.
Yeah, so it's that sticker was warning us that we have to open this up, so I'm going to open it. Here we go. Open it up for you guys. And that whole warning thing is to tell you that inside there you have to pull out that tab. So you take the tab off. This little
What kind of batteries in it? Just
it's
for
CR123A, just one of them. There you go.
Okay, so it's a single 1,
Just
2, 3.
one of those, yeah. And if you follow I'll go to the page that's there that tells us all the stats about it. But there we go.
That's nice.
Nice little
Good size.
Yeah, you can. I think it strobes and does different things here. Let's see. Yeah.
I have my opinions on that, but
You don't like using batteries anymore?
well, rechargeable's nice, but no, the strobe features and changing. Honestly, if they made this light here where I could program it to only have one output level, that's all I want. I don't want multiple outputs.
One? Okay.
I hate toggling through outputs.
Okay. No,
But,
I understand that. I understand that.
I'm with them.
Yeah. Have you gotten an Olight yet, Richard?
No, I haven't, but I think I'm going to jump on this. It's going to be $20 tomorrow, right?
Yeah. So if you guys follow
Jesus,
the link,
that's
I'm gonna go through the link right now. Let me see if I can pull it up here and throw it up. My window is not gonna show the pictures of it because I got a bunch of stuff blocked on there. So
Can you link it for everybody?
Yeah, I did. I put up a link. So here it goes. There's a countdown there. It starts in 3 hours, 52 minutes, and 56 seconds as of right now. So at midnight, you guys could do this.
Yep. You
could use the link. Lola's going to go in there and put the link in the description of this video, and then we'll probably pull out a little snippet that you can go through.
It's a nice size. Is it a clicky switch on the back?
Yeah, clicky switch.
I love. So that's the one thing is I love clicky switches. Thumb switches, thumb toggles.
Yeah, so it's 500 lumens, beam distance 97, beam distance in feet 318 feet, so 97 meters. Charge type, there's an optional charger, I guess. It uses one CR123, light intensity 2350, light form wide, broad hotspot, perfect for up close illumination.
Get the standard edition. I'm reading through the specs on the standard edition. Buy the standard edition. That's just my opinion.
Standard one? Okay.
Standard cycles from high to low, while the special edition cycles from low to high, which doesn't make sense to me. I want the highest beam possible first. Yeah. That's just
for normal
thing.
Edition.
So get the normal. Does it say so? The bezel on it, on the very front, the blue part. Is it flat or is it like ridged? For her pleasure.
Yeah, it's ridged almost like a. Here, I'll show it.
You have this. It's got little ridges. You got the special edition.
Yeah, it's bezel.
It has a crenulated bezel. I'm sorry, no. The special edition has a flat bezel. You have the standard edition.
Okay, I've got the standard here. Okay, so so that's just the 500 lumens that it's doing then.
500 is a lot of light.
Yeah, I think what's happening, what we're seeing in the camera, we're looking at the camera, is the camera is adjusting.
Oh yeah, it'll auto darken.
It look like that, yeah. Okay, so this is the normal one, which is fine. And then what's the special? What's the stats on the special? Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, the bezel's a little different, and then the light output they say is opposite. But the thumb click switch that's the one thing that I wish they had done with this. And I think it just fell behind my computer, so I'll get it later. I wish that they would do like a magnetic tail cap that actuated the flashlight, because I think that'd be amazing. That'd be such a win that if it would just click on to where the charger goes, and then you could use your thumb button to actuate, or take that off and put it on the dock.
Yeah.
Total win.
You know what? It's too bad you're not going to the NRA annual meeting with me, because they're actually going to be there. I think they've got some announcements. Yeah, they're going to be there. I'll try to remember that when I go up there. And if anyone out there is actually going, I'm not happy to be going to the NRA thing, to be honest with you guys. Pretty much because of the name, but I'm happy to go there and meet up with folks and all that. But Olight will be there at the NRA, and they've got some kind of special announcement on Friday or something. Anyway, Lola tells me those things when it's just actually about to happen, because my brain shelves and then loses all of that kind of data.
I'd say, so with Olight, I say, they're Chinese exports or whatever, but their stuff's really good.
Yeah.
And you don't have to pay surefire prices to get it.
Yeah. So the Alizé says, is this 50% off price or is it 50% off this price? So it's usually $39.95. You're going to save $19.95. So the special price tomorrow is $20.
Instead of $40, it's $20 basically.
Yeah. So I think they're good things. Listen, I'm going to say this to people again. It's kind of terrible that they do all these flash sales. I think they've heard that complaint from folks out there. So what they're, but they want to test this new website that they're putting up. That's why they're doing it. But going forward, if you guys want to get a deal on Olight, you can use the code HANK10. You could save 10%, and then it also helps us out because it is, we do affiliate stuff here as well. It's one of the ways that we try to generate all the money for what it takes to do this stuff. So basically, when you buy through them, a little bit, some of those pennies out of that come back to us, and that helps us, do stuff around here. So, and I'm disclosing that like I do everything else for people out there. So listen, that's basically in the box is the light and the lanyard that comes with it, and the battery obviously that's in there. So pretty straightforward. That's not bad for like $20. Nice little pocket.
No,
that's still pocketable. Got a good clip on it. Seems like it's pretty tough aluminum.
I think I believe Olight makes rechargeable CR123s. Maybe I think if they're on their website. If they are, I'd do that.
I think there's an adapter that you can get so that you take off this top if you want to. See this top here? So you could take this off, and then you could put the rechargeable in there, and then it has the magnetic thing. But that's like a whole. You can get that for the ones, right? I thought you could.
I think the CR123s, they make just rechargeable batteries and a little thing that you put them in to recharge them. So you don't have to keep buying, because CR123s are stupidly expensive.
Oh, it would be cool if they just made it where you can just replace this.
Yeah, exactly. I think that'd be awesome.
Thing. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
I mean, why not use the magnetic technology?
I know.
We should see if that's on the site. If not,
like an adapter?
Can you please go patent that and call it
I know.
Hank?
Olight, come on, get on. Let's do this.
Patent it right now. Listen, and if you guys want to know anything else about it, I will. I'll throw up something on social media or just hit me up. So, Jafari H says, "Can we do Hank 10 during flash sale?" No,
probably not.
No. So what we convinced them with this is to let us do this for just instead of hitting everyone upside the head when these things. Because here's what I think about all this stuff: you can't make people buy things. When people have the money or they feel like they want something, they'll go out there and do it. So I'm always telling companies, give me a code that I could just give out there to people, and then when folks want to do something, they can use it and they can save some money. And then also this serves as a way of letting the companies know that we're actually reaching an audience, because if you use our code, then they can tell, hey, these guys came through Hank Strange. So, and YNH says they have a magnetic charger too. Did you see that? Did you get a chance to look on the website?
They don't they have the magnetic charger bases, but they don't have an adapter or anything.
Oh, it's a base?
Well, they have the USB magnetic adapter, yes, but they don't. I don't see it for that particular light.
Yeah. Okay. All right, cool. So there you go. I'll remind you guys of that going forward in the future. That we've got the Hank 10, and I think if you're ever looking to see what kind of stuff we've got, those kind of deals, like the reoccurring stuff, just go to hankstrange.com/Lola's deals, and you'll find that. And Lola updates that, whenever she gets a chance. So, all right.
Hank, you know what I want a deal on, right?
What? No, wait, hold on. Don't tell me. I will tell you right now. You want a standard manufacturing, 1911. Okay, with the what's that treatment on that 1911 again?
The case hardening.
Case hardening with the wood grips. Am I wrong on that?
And if they have a 10 mil,
I'd like a single action.
Yeah, are they gonna do? Did they talk about whether or not they're doing 10 mil? I can't remember.
No, but it's my idea. They can call it the rich.
Yeah, okay, cool, yeah. When Lou came on, I don't think he said, I think we did ask him about that, though, right?
I want one of the single-action revolvers. These things look dope with the case hardening.
Oh, yeah, that stuff is beautiful.
I'm about that.
Yeah,
I love case hardening.
Beautiful, yeah. I mean, basically, you're seeing the same treatments and all the stuff that they put into those bespoke shotguns.
Mm-hmm.
But those things, the entry level on those things is around $90,000. So those are like those dudes fly in on their helicopters or private jets or whatever. Very undercover. Some of them work at places where they don't want people to know that they have badass shotguns. So, yeah. All right, so cool. That's one thing down there. Did you guys want to show? Anyone have any guns they want to show off? Richard? Oh, Richard just froze on us.
Nope.
Yeah.
No guns.
Yeah, look. Richard,
Now he's back.
Oh, there he goes. Yeah. No guns, Richard? Okay, then we got to look at Pebbles.
Well,
Where's
I
Pebbles?
mean...
Don't do a desk pop right now. There you go. What is that? Your LCP2?
LCP2, yeah.
LCP2. How you liking that thing?
I'm liking it. The LCS, I'm sorry, the LC9S is nice. I was carrying it for a long time, and it's just more narrow. I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah. So here's the thing that I'm always wondering about this. Did Ruger do a better job than Keltec?
Oh yeah, they always do.
Because it's funny, right? Like they basically Ruger stole it from Keltec. The first Ruger LCP is basically a ripoff of the P3AT.
Yep.
And then, but they upgraded it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. The first LCP and the first LC9, they just weren't. The triggers were horrific, and so they went from a hammer fired to a striker fired, and the triggers are real sweet now.
Yeah. Okay. Very cool. Very cool. Babyface, do you have something over there you want to share with us?
I just whatever normally sits on my desk. I got an M&P 2.0 and the Sig Sauer.
Okay, you got the.
Oh, here we go. Actually, competition. There you go. Look at that. P3AT.
All right, P3AT in the house with the. You got the. Is that the laser or the light? What's on there? Both.
Laser.
Oh, okay.
It's a laser. Crimson Trace laser.
Oh, okay.
Now is that 6+1?
6+1 of 380. Yep.
Yeah, have I seen that before? Can't remember if I've seen this thing before.
I don't know if you have.
Did you just
it's been
get
sitting
this?
in the safe. No, it's been sitting in the safe since I got my concealed carry 5 years ago or 6 years ago.
Oh, okay, yeah, because I don't think I've seen those, but I didn't realize you had one.
Yep. It's not mine. It's my dad's. I went through a phase of wanting to pocket carry over the summer years ago, and I carried this for a while, and it does what it's supposed to.
Yeah, Patrick, I
It's
know you.
nothing, no
Anything that
frills.
winds up in your safe is officially yours.
That's right. You should see the two really nice Saiga shotguns that are in there right now.
yeah.
I got to convert them
Don't even-
and keep them.
Don't even try it. Don't even try it. Okay, look, I'll share this with you guys. I know, Patrick, the last time we were hanging out, I was working on this. Boom, check it out.
Ooh.
The Long Ranger in 6.5 Creedmoor from Henry, the Henry Long Ranger.
Oh, yeah.
Lever
I like that
action.
thing.
I finally got it scoped up. And
Their wood is deep wood.
yes.
That is beautiful.
By the way,
Yeah.
the optic I have on here is this Primary Arms first focal plane, the Raptor, the ACSS Raptor. 1 to 6x24.
Nice.
Boom. Check it out. That's what we're putting on there. I don't know. I might change it, but I don't think, on lever action, I think that's good. That should work for lever action, so. Yeah.
Gotta we do some shooting with that.
Yeah, I got to tighten all this stuff down because I've been playing with it in the background, but there you go. And I have the magazine out. It does have, let me see, where's the magazine?
So no QD points, no threaded barrel.
Oh, Rich, okay. Good one. Nope. It's still lever action. So there's the barrel. There's the magazine right there.
So I'm a little worried. I still got the invite to the tour at Keltec to do, and I don't know if I want to go with you, Hank.
They're
I'm
gonna
not
kick us
going
all out.
with you. I thought you were going on your own.
They're gonna make sure they kick all of us out
Yeah.
if Hank shows.
Yeah. So, by the way, here's my advice to you, Richard. When you do that,
Don't mention his name.
Yeah, don't. If anyone even says to you, like, "Hey, do you ever heard of Hank?" No, I don't know who that is.
I'm just gonna ask. Hey, no QD points on that? What do you mean?
Oh God.
Then when you wake up
In a dumpster without a kidney.
they have gators out there, man. There's actually
that's right.
There's a stream in between their buildings.
They'll just feed you to the gators.
Yeah, like a little canal or something out there. You might wake up inside of the stomach of something out there. Oh, I see C4 Defense out there. He says hello to everyone. Shout out to C4 Defense. Yeah, so that's cool. I'm really looking forward to that. We gotta zero that and do some shooting on that. The only one thing that I'm kind of like disappointed in. No, it's not threaded.
That'd be sweet.
Yeah. Not threaded. That would be.
You know what? I'm actually, I forgot to mention, and I don't know if I'm going to do it this weekend. I've paid off my lathe. I need to go pick it up. We could thread that.
Oh, really?
I don't know that you want to give it to me as the first project I
No,
ever
I
do.
don't actually.
But I will soon have the ability to get that threaded.
Oh, cool. No, that's cool.
What are you doing on Saturday? I was thinking of borrowing your truck, but maybe not.
If you need the truck, man, that's cool. You can borrow the
you
truck.
got to see this thing.
You probably need to get it before Saturday. Maybe maybe tomorrow come over here and meet me.
Was thinking about it. I'll leave you my Mustang.
Yeah. No, you don't have to.
We're supposed to have a storm roll through tomorrow.
A storm?
Yeah, big bad storm rolling through tomorrow.
Okay, then I won't be picking it up tomorrow because it has to be trailered up here to Gainesville.
Okay.
You should see the thing. It's
how heavy is this thing?
3,000 pounds ish. Solid cast iron.
Ooh.
The whole thing is cast iron. The beds are all. It's insane.
Wow.
But luckily, Nick is willing to. The guy I'm buying it from is willing to let me use his. He's got a full size trailer for like hauling cars.
Okay.
And it's like a big double axle trailer that he's gonna let me borrow to bring it up here. I just gotta bring it back, obviously.
Yeah.
But
no, if you need to borrow the truck, man, let me know.
Wanted to pick it up on Saturday, but I don't know. I was seeing if Dad would help me come do it, and he was like, "I don't really want to work. It's Easter weekend. I don't want to do anything." And I was like, "Yeah, but I've been waiting for this lathe since I bought it. Since I like put money down on it in January. Yeah. I don't want to wait."
Yeah, I know that feeling. Now you've actually paid for it too.
It's like a big toy that I could like make stuff and turn metal and.
Yes.
I want it.
Yeah. So like, are you gonna get some practice stuff for this thing or what?
Well, I do. I actually have I have my first project that I'm going to work on the lathe, and you and Walter will get a set of each. Do you want to know what I'm going to build? My first thing? It's simple. It's nothing big. I was planning on going to
it's nothing big. I never heard that before.
Going and getting some brass stock, some brass round stock, and making a set of brass punches.
Oh, okay, cool.
From regular like full size all the way down to the smaller ones, because that's such a usable thing, especially for all of us. We use the hell out of something like that. So.
Are you going to be building stuff for other people? Can people put in requests out there?
You can, but I don't know if it's going to work. I don't know how the hell the thing.
Like I could see the cogs in Richard's head right now turning.
Functions. It's a giant motor with a wheel that spins, and you take metal off. But how to do everything perfectly and correctly the first time, feeds and speeds? Yeah, I don't know shit about that. So.
Richard, have you ever used any of those, or you just done like 3D printing stuff?
I've always been around that. I did work in an automotive machine shop, and buddies. All right, so on Long Island, basically, one of my buddies has a full machine shop in his garage, and what was happening as like contractors moved out of Long Island, defense contractors, if you could back a truck up to a loading dock, you could have a Bridgeport, a lathe, whatever. They would just give it to you.
Did anybody see? I don't know if you linked that the sale that's happening, the complete gun sale. A whole gun shop just north of Tampa is going out of business. Arms? Adam's Arms is being sold off completely. Did you link that to us?
Yeah, no, we talked about it, but I thought they were selling the whole shop. They're selling it in pieces now.
They're selling the
whole thing. Yeah, okay.
I was looking. Just to register to bids, you have to put down $20K. But I was looking at what they have there. They have like multiple Bridgeports, multiple lathes, and I was drooling over pictures.
Yeah. You want to buy that?
Anyways,
thing?
yeah.
You want to buy it? Can we pass out the collection plate?
Yeah, everybody. We would all, as a whole, own Adam's Arms. Can you imagine the shitstorm that would create?
Yeah. How much money do you think? That's going to cost? Okay, I see Walter out there. Walter says donut shop closed.
What's that mean?
I don't know what donut shop he's talking about either.
Close?
Yeah, tell us what donut shop closed, Walter.
Is that a euphemism or something?
I don't know.
Is there a donut shop next to Hooters?
You tell your wife at the end of the night. Sorry, honey,
Donut shop's closed, baby. I saw Walter said earlier that he doesn't have a TV in his bedroom. Seriously?
You don't. No.
Oh, you don't either?
I didn't.
Oh, I do.
On purpose.
Oh, okay.
I don't like having distractions like that in the bedroom. No, bedrooms are. I don't like having. I have a TV in the office, and if I want to come play video games or watch TV or whatever, I come to the office.
Okay. Yeah. I've got a TV, but it's the worst TV ever. It's a Vizio. Please do not ever buy Vizios.
This one back here is a Vizio.
They're all right.
Vizios suck donkey balls.
What's wrong with yours? This one's lasted me like literally 10 years. I bought it when I was like getting out.
Does that have apps on it?
No, it's a dumb TV.
Yeah.
It was well before smart TVs.
Yeah, see, Vizios used to be good, but the minute they got smart, they got stupid. And so mine crashes all the time. I know that sounds weird.
This one is a dumb TV, and it works great.
Okay.
So we kind of TV'd up. I've been trolling Costco before Christmas, and the 70-inch I got went on sale. I think it was $750, if I recall correctly.
It's nothing for TV.
Then there's
what brand did you get?
Vizio. It was a 70-inch Vizio. All right. So the bad part here's my thing with TVs and stuff like that. So if you buy a Amazon Fire Stick, it's not going to have YouTube TV. It's not going to have YouTube. If you buy a Chromecast, you're not going to have Amazon because they're competitors.
Apple
so
TV.
If you buy a Roku,
Roku, go ahead.
If you buy a Roku, then it works. Well, the cool thing was kind of a spur of the moment purchase. We're walking through Walmart. They have ONN. It's like their house brand made from China TV. Comes in a brown box.
Seen it before, yeah.
43-inch for, I don't know if it was like $95 or something. It was super cheap. So I bought one, and I'm like, the great thing was it's a dumb TV. I had a dumb TV in my daughter's room, so we got her a new TV a couple of days after Christmas. And we just plugged her Fire Stick in, and boom, it was a smart TV.
Yeah.
I love that. That was fantastic.
By far, that's the better way to go. See, it's like, remember back in the days when you could buy TVs and it had the VCR or the DVD? Don't do that crap. Never do that. And the smart stuff is a pain in the butt. It crashes constantly.
Samsung is notorious for not putting out updates when they should, where Amazon will fix their shit. Amazon, and plus they're better at making UIs where Samsung can't make a UI to save their life.
Yeah.
Their user interfaces are always forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, totally.
Everyone's saying what they're watching on right now. Jafari?
Vizio with a PlayStation. That's what I was just about to say. That's what we have downstairs. I have a smart Samsung downstairs that we bought. I rarely, now that I plugged the PlayStation used to sit up here behind me, I plugged it in down there to play Red Dead, and I rarely use the smart features on that TV.
Yeah. Rafael Morales says, I'm watching this through a Vizio. I don't use the smart stuff, Apple TV. I prefer Apple TV, by the way.
Yeah, Apple TV works really well.
I mean, I've tried all of them. I've tried the sticks and what was the other one you just said?
Fire TV?
Huh?
Roku.
Yeah, I've tried. Roku's cool.
Chromecast is hit or miss, and that's coming from somebody who works for Google.
Oh, okay. Well, they don't. Yeah.
So I like the Chromecast integration with the Google Home. That's nice because I can walk home and I can say, "Hey, turn on Fox News," and it turns it on.
Listening to you all the time, which is awesome.
Yeah, that's the scary thing. If you're invested in their ecosystem, if you have an Android phone, if you have a home, a Google TV, all of that stuff, they work together really well. But if you only have one piece like me, I only have a Google Home. That shit sits on the counter, and I talk to it like every other week to ask what the weather is because I'm bored. I never use the damn thing.
Yeah, I got it turning on my lights.
You
my
can do
garage
cool stuff
door automated, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Do you write your own software, or are you using out of the box stuff?
Like the garage door automated, I soldered up the stuff, flashed the program on it.
Okay, yeah.
I'm using a home automation assistant on my Raspberry Pi.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. Yeah, the Apple has like whatever their home system is called, their home automation stuff. They're so much better open source than trying to use Apple stuff.
By the way, my brother Anonymous is huge into Raspberry Pi. He's always sending me links for Raspberry Pi stuff. Oh, you can get this little Raspberry Pi thing. You can get this. What's this one?
Raspberry Pi. This is my Raspberry. This is actually a Retro Pi that I built for retro emulation. So it's got the software is called Retro Pi, and it plays anything from like PlayStation 1 back.
Oh, cool.
I don't even. Yeah, I haven't used this in so long. Since that came out, the Switch hacking community has really taken off. So now that we're becoming a tech channel, since we're talking tech, the Switch hacking community is like really, really taken off. I actually have a second Switch somewhere around here that is my hacked Switch, and I do all my emulation through that now.
Oh, look at that! You with 2 Switches. Yeah.
I bought one used. I had somebody. What did I do? For some reason, I had like a $100 gift card to GameStop.
Do you want to see my Switch? Hold on, I'll get my Switch. I'll show you. So Richard, were you going to show something too? You've got a Raspberry Pi.
Yeah, actually, I got a Raspberry Pi hanging up right here in the corner, and I have a solar tuner dongle.
Oh, okay.
So this is actually picking up ADS-B transponders and Mode S from Craft.
Cool.
And I'm feeding FlightAware with that. So
the hell does that mean?
So if an airplane flies over, I can see it. I can click on it. I can see its altitude, airspeed, what type of airplane it is, what airport it's going to.
Is that all public? Is that just out there for the general public to know?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
well, you want to know who's flying over your house?
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay, all right.
That's neat that it's just open to the general public where you can say what's overhead right now.
Yeah, so can you say, Alexa, who's flying over my house right now?
No, I can't do that.
Oh, okay.
But
Richard, it's the ATF coming to give you a knock on the door.
You're busted. There is a drone. Oh, the drone just fired. Richard, you have 5, 4, 3, 2. Richard?
Goodbye, Richard.
By the way, here's my, I don't know, is this a Switch case?
That's your Switch. Okay. Show me the 1-2 switch.
Yeah.
Unzip it.
I'll show you guys. This is super high tech. This is super high tech, dudes. What? Boom. There's my Switch. Right there.
There was an Instagram cartoon of that. It's like, hey, the guy's on the ground bleeding, and he's like, I didn't get my folding Glock out.
Yeah, I carry this all the time. I carry this every day. It's in my bag.
I like that.
Boom.
See, here's what I'm always worried about is if you're carrying something like the LCP, you got to get it done in 7.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got to be just, whether you're nervous or whatever.
Yeah. I just like having having a Glock 19 with 33 rounds somewhere around.
Do you know what
I mean, I've got my 43 on my hip, but go ahead. What's up?
So we went for Marley's birthday last weekend. We went to the Lowry Park Zoo in Tampa. We went to Lowry Park, and they do the same typical thing. You dump your pockets into a bucket. They kind of poke through the bucket, and then you go through the surveillance system. If you had a switch case in the bucket, they would have let you go through. I can almost guarantee they would have let you go through.
Say this again. What happened?
So when you go through a metal detector,
mm-hmm.
you dump your pockets into one of the little bags, little baskets.
Right.
They kind of poke through the basket to make sure there's nothing in there that they don't like. The guy told me my little pocket knife couldn't be brought in. I was like, you serious? I'm going to stab somebody to death with this little thing? That's what I'm going to use to kill somebody. Mm-hmm. I'm going to throw it at the orangutans. So they teach them to start knife fighting. But they poke through it, and then you walk through. As long as there's nothing on you, you're good. If you put that switch case in that little thing, nobody's going to check it. Oh, they're totally going to ignore it.
So you know what's funny? You guys are talking about that, and let me see if I could pull up this article, because I saw an article about just this with some guy trying to sneak something. Let me see, where is it? Hold on. Yeah, just go ahead, talk amongst yourselves while I pull this. Oh, here it goes. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Richard. I got it, but I'll pull it up when you guys are ready.
So my daughter, there's a big performance with her school at Dreyfus, which is in West Palm Beach. And what's the theater name that's there?
Yeah,
anyhow, it's a big name.
We used to live in that area, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So the theater that's on the corner, every year they have a Christmas show. It sells out in a few minutes. And we're walking up, they have metal detectors. And I'm like, whoa. I'm carrying, and it was one of those where it showed the light where you had something. There was LED lit up.
Mm-hmm.
I walked right through. The guy's like, "Yeah, that's."
We where'd they go? My mom and dad went somewhere. Dad said they went somewhere a couple weeks ago. And as they were searching mom's purse, like they do, you know, women that you have to search the purse or whatever, the lady's like, oh, just come on around this way. Don't worry about it. She directed him around the side of the metal detector, and he went in with his gun in his pocket.
Yeah.
He went in with the pistol in his pocket. It's like, those are the people you're looking for, the ones with the guns in their pocket. Directed him
Don't
around the
believe that
outside
security
of it.
nonsense.
Yeah.
Michael Evans says, damn, I started to get excited when you started talking about pie. No, it's not what you think. Yeah, and Walter says the Rangs will throw shit back. Yes, they will.
They will.
Yeah.
We got lucky. They were just cuddling.
Yeah.
They had some little babies there that were cuddling their mamas. It was adorable.
Jafari H says Babyface will be responsible for the rise of the Planet of the Apes.
That's right. I start tossing them, teaching them how to knife fight.
Did you see the Chinese are transferring human DNA into the apes to make them smarter?
I believe
it. Why?
Yeah.
We never asked if we were so busy asking if we could. We never asked if we should.
A zombie ape army that they.
Are we gonna put them on the border?
That they could parachute into America.
You gonna stick them on the border to get illegals from keep them from crossing?
Zombie army. When it becomes a thing, just remember who told you about that. Trademark Hank Strange Productions.
The comments under that article were like, "Can they do that with Democrats?"
By the way, a little while back, David Cardinal says, "I'd buy a set of punches from Babyface P."
All right, well, that's good to know. I can get some brass stock and try to make some.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of getting what's it called? A knurling, so that to add knurling to things, you get like a knurling attachment. I was fully thinking of buying one of those to add knurling to the grip. So I'm gonna go out and I might as well teach myself how to use it, make some projects with it.
So here, let me throw up this article I wanted to share with you guys. TSA finds gun wrapped in aluminum inside hollow DVD player. Yes, you heard me right. A Queens man was busted at JFK International after surprise TSA officers spotted an ineptly concealed handgun in a checked bag. Officials said Thursday officers were alerted something was up when the suitcase carrying the gun triggered an alarm as it passed through luggage scanner on Saturday.
Stop.
Yeah.
Who was in the red dress there?
I don't know who's in. That's some kind of advertising. Don't look at the red dress. Forget about the red dress.
Was he landing or trying to get on a plane?
He was on the plane. So
he had already gotten it on the plane.
He was already on the plane. Yeah. So once they checked the bag, the weapon wasn't hard to find. It's wrapped in tin foil, aluminum tin foil, inside a hollowed-out DVD player, according to the TSA. The concept of wrapping a gun in aluminum had TSA employees scratching their heads. That's just going to bring more attention to it.
Maybe he thought it was like would reflect the magnetism, so you wouldn't be able to X-ray
having
it.
The aluminum foil gun shaped doesn't really help.
Well, if you look at the picture that I threw up there when I had this up, I don't know why he thought that would be a good idea, said TSA spokesperson Lisa Farbstein. The amateurish attempt to conceal the unloaded 9mm handgun soon became a punchline on her Twitter account. The suspect was set to board a flight to Mexico. Oh, so he was about to board the flight to Mexico when Port Authority police arrested him. He was charged with weapons violations, according to authorities. There you go. Do not wrap your gun up in tinfoil and then put it in a DVD. First of all, who the hell uses DVD players? Right?
That's why they got suspicious. Yeah, they were like, what the hell? Why is there a DVD player?
Yeah, because they've never seen this before.
There's a VCR player here, too.
Yeah, and make a big alert to it. Oh, let me put tin foil around this. More metal. There's no way that thing is going to see through. So Walter says EMP protection. Okay. Was this Tyven? Well, I saw Tyven in the chat, so I don't know. Maybe.
Wait, was it a Glock?
Yeah, you got to protect his Glock.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. It was a 9mm. I have no idea what it was.
But Jafari's good. Aluminum, same thing.
Yeah. Huh? Yeah. So that's crazy, right? No, don't try that. That's not going to work. Don't try it. There's a bunch of other news. Like, did you guys see on The Truth About Guns? A pantless intruder found in girl's bedroom gets shot 6 times. Did you guys see that one?
No, but good. What the hell was he doing?
Yeah, here, I'll throw this up. Yeah, so this is the picture here is of the homeowner. So what would you do if you found a 38-year-old intruder in your daughter's room? How about an intruder with no pants? That's exactly what happened. Yeah, that's exactly what happened in Louisville after a 12-year-old girl texted her mom letting her know a stranger was in her bedroom, sans trousers. Moments later... Huh?
Did he make it out alive? Because if they were in my house, I can promise you they wouldn't.
Yeah, so first of all, look at the brother right here. Moments later, mom's boyfriend, Ali Bracy, above. This guy has on African beads. Do not go up in a black man's house in Louisville with African beads.
With that guy.
You're going to get shot up. So anyway, moments later, mom's boyfriend, Ali Bracy, above, jumped into action and confronted the intruder, Donald Oliver, and told him to leave. Oliver reportedly only growled back.
What the hell?
So stupid. So at that point, mom handed her boyfriend the pistol she had retrieved. Bracy told the local news station what happened next. He, Oliver, ended up getting 6 shots, period.
Good.
Yeah. So I think he survived it, though. He survived that. He's lucky. That intruder is hella lucky right there, man.
So there was a stat, a Gainesville woman warded off an intruder that only had like boxer shorts on with a baseball bat.
Wait,
I tagged you on that. That was on
she had
Instagram.
the bat, or he had the bat?
He had the. I'm sorry, she had the bat.
And
she was like pulling on the door of her car, and then he came to her front door.
Nope.
And she whacked him upside the head.
Good. Do it again.
Yeah.
Keep doing it.
She got a gun. She would use it, and she's in Gainesville. I'm like, Hank, you got to hook her up.
Yeah. I'll give her concealed carry lessons. It's on me. If you're out there, lady, or if anybody knows the lady, concealed carry lessons are on me.
Yes,
100%.
absolutely.
I'm serious. I'm fully
these
serious.
People are crazy. You're in states where people can have guns. Don't do anything. And
yeah,
I guess
what are
this
you
guy,
thinking?
this guy he had on shorts. This guy had no pants on. You know, there's someone going around shirtless trying to sneak into someone's house. Don't do it. Brick says the video of that guy Hank is showing. The guy said I Swiss cheesed him. He's lucky though. He's lucky. That guy obviously didn't have any good kind of training, because 6 rounds and that dude is still out there. Interesting. Interesting.
I'm thinking my daughter's bedroom's on the opposite side of the house, and if I heard a noise in the middle of the night, I guess there's a good chance I would grab my gun and walk over there.
Yeah.
Because if I walked over there like, hey, what's going on? Without anything, I'd be out of luck.
Now, I'm not trying to come down on the daughter for texting her mom. It's nothing, maybe she just like on the QT texted her mom, but also scream, also make a lot of noise. Don't just send out a text because, mom might be sleeping and not even get that text until the next day.
That's the craziest thing. If somebody texts me at 2 a.m.
in your house,
I'm not waking up for that.
But they're in your house.
You start screaming bloody murder, I'm coming running with a gun. I had to come. I went downstairs in my underwear the other night with a gun because my Buckshot and I were like just getting ready for bed, laying down, and the Arlo goes off, notification that there's somebody at the door. And during the day, typically it's like, oh, the mail person's here. Okay, cool. At 1 o'clock in the morning, when Arlo goes off, I'm not having. And all the lights in the house are off. The front door light's not on. So I approach the door cautiously and see nothing, of course, with a gun. I go to look at it, and there's a spider crawling across it. Like, I looked at the video later. There's a spider that had crawled across the camera and
How many
triggered it.
shots did he get?
Oh, he would have gotten every single one if I could find that bastard.
I know you don't like spiders.
Ugh, I know. Just watching that video, I'm like, ugh.
Yeah. Oh, you looked at the video and you saw the spider.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I watched after, because when I realized there wasn't anything there, I went to see the video to see what it was. Spider crawling across the camera.
Yeah.
1 a.m.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you. Rob D, New York Outcast says, I always bring in a gun in the middle of the night to check things out. I'm like,
yeah, if something's going down in the middle of the night, you can guarantee.
But I'm not going with my little pistol. No, I'm going with 300 blackout suppressed. 30 rounds for you.
Crank with my Surefire.
Yeah. That's right. That's how you got to do it.
I keep my PS90 in the bedroom, but my wife didn't want. She's like, you need to keep that locked up. I'm like, yeah.
That's the point of it.
When you need that bad boy, it can't be locked up, man. You don't have time for that. So there's like a whole bunch of other guns locked up, but I think if you don't have a TV in your bedroom, you should definitely have several guns. I have all kinds of things. I have knives, guns. I've got a cricket bat. Sean Guns.
Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah, I got all kinds of stuff there, man. A long time ago, my mom gave me, I guess she went to England or something, came back with a cricket bat, and I was like, yeah, I'll take that.
Perfect. Good for
Yeah,
self-defense.
it's nice, flat, nice for,
Yeah.
it's pretty
You
good.
get a good whack with
Yeah,
it.
This when you're living in Queens?
Huh?
You were living in Queens, walking around with a cricket bat?
No. I got that from her since I've been living in Florida. But you can go bladed with it. You could go, flat side. What happened to Richard? Why is Richard sideways?
I don't know. He turned his camera.
There you go.
There he's back
Boom.
now.
All right. Yeah. I was about to say, what happened to the world? Everything got inverted there for a second. Yeah. Absolutely. Always have. When you're sleeping, that's when you're the most vulnerable. Just think about that. I know people that go to sleep with their gun on their pajamas or whatever. So.
I'm not quite to that level yet.
Yeah.
Say
Not yet. So you went down with the AK? Is that what you said? You went down there with the crank?
Yeah, I went down with the AK. Like,
Oh my god, that's that
I
spider.
crept in my underwear. I crept down the stairs.
You were
and,
going tactically?
Yeah, I looked around the door just to see what's at the front door. And I'm
That's
like,
so
there's
funny.
nothing there. Nobody's driven by. And then I pulled up Arlo, and there was a spider crawling
So
across the
did you
camera.
have any other cameras of you in the house creeping down the steps like that? Because that would be so
Let me
awesome.
see. I may actually. Let me see if I
that
can
would be
find
so cool.
it. See if I can pull up Arlo.
Babyface going in with the crank coming down.
Yeah.
Like,
So
shit
that's
just
the
got
problem
real.
with the camera setup.
Huh?
Is the IR illuminators attract bugs. And so if you do motion sensing on the cameras, it's like, oh, here's motion. It's like, that's bugs. Don't bother me.
Mm-hmm.
Yup.
So
Here's the camera from the front door.
Wait, hold on.
Let me
Let's
rewind
lock
it.
on you here so we can see that.
Oh, it makes my skin crawl just looking at this. You ready? Let me see if I can make sure it's in frame. Got that?
Mm-hmm.
You ready? Come on, start.
Was it like a brown recluse or something, or?
There we go.
Yeah.
All you see is legs.
Waiting to see
Is it not yet? Oh, it didn't. Hold on, it's not loading.
Yeah.
Come on. There you go. All you see is the little legs going up and over as he climbs around the camera. But that's what freaked me out at 1:22 in the morning yesterday.
Oh, okay.
This was last night. Today's the 7th. Today's the 18th. Yeah, this was last night at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Was Marley there, or was just you?
Oh, it's just me. So it's even worse.
Yeah.
Let me see if I have a video of myself.
If Marley was there, Marley would have to go find that spider.
Oh, totally. Totally.
I know how it is. Yeah, I know how it is. Rob D, New York Outcast, said, laugh out loud, wrong house. Were you kind of mad that you didn't get to use your crank?
I was ready. I was ready for it.
Gibson Fender says, Babyface P, did you have camo undies on?
That would have been great.
Wow.
I don't think I have any video of me getting up at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, that would be so cool to see you creeping down, going off. Yeah. Looking around the corners and everything.
Man.
I want to see how much training kicked in at that time. Yeah.
Whenever you get an Arlo notif at 1 o'clock in the morning, you're like, what was that? Was that something important? Was it not supposed to,
But
there shouldn't be.
Yeah, but you need to listen. You need to be careful when you wake up just like that out of something. You need to make sure that you're seeing what you're seeing, kind of a thing.
Of course, I wasn't even asleep yet. I was just laying down.
Oh, okay.
So luckily, I wasn't out yet, and the notif went off, and I was just like, "That's not supposed to be there."
Yeah, I remember. So, do you remember back when there was like a goat virus going around? It was killing all the goats here in Florida. This was a couple years ago, good 3 years ago or something. And that's when we first, maybe 3-4 years ago, that's when we first got goats, right? So there was something happening and it was killing the goats. And so early one morning I got up and I was like, let me go see what's going on outside. And I saw one of my goats was it was dead. It was all legged up in rigor mortis or whatever. And I looked out past, because I saw something moving, beyond my berm and everything. And to my brain,
Chupacabra.
Yeah, to my brain, it looked like a wolf was going through there with red eyes and stopped and looked at me, and I was like, "What, mofo?" So I went back and got my AR, right? Because I just had like a pistol on me, so I went back and got my AR, and I came out there, and I went all the way up there to it was some cows. There was some cows walking in the back, and because by the time I came back, I was more, the shock of seeing the goat like that.
Yeah.
And being early in the morning, my brain saw something that was not there. And that cow almost got lit up.
Yep.
So if I would have gone out there, I would have just gone straight at that. Yeah, then I have to get some shovels. So you want to be careful. You want to make sure that you're fully functional.
Walter said to clear out the spiders, I need one of those XM42 flamethrowers. Funny story. Another funny story here. I went out. This was Monday night or Tuesday night, and I went to go out the front door, and I looked, and there was a spider, a decently big spider, like quarter size, had created a nest right over the door. So I went back inside, and I got the blowtorch, the oxyacetylene torch, and I burned its ass, and then it dropped real quick and went under some leaves right at the front door. So I started trying to catch it.
And then your house went up.
Yeah, the leaves started going. I was like, fuck, oh shit.
Then you have to explain to the fire department.
Well, there was a spider.
Yeah. And the spider would have just gotten clean away, and your house would just be burnt out shell.
Yep.
Have you ever seen the movie, is it Mousetrap? You ever saw that movie?
Is that the one where they had the old house and that they move into with the mouse in it?
Yeah, it was two brothers, and they worked in like a string factory, or their father had string factories. That movie is so funny.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I can look at that movie anytime, and it cracks me up. But yeah, man, don't wind up in that situation.
It was almost one of those.
Yeah, don't go in for overkill, man. A slipper works just as good.
Burns house down.
Yeah, yeah. Florida man burns down house trying to kill spider.
Yep.
It could happen. I've heard of some pretty bad things. I know someone. I'm not gonna say who, but I have a friend who had like a mouse problem, and they don't like that. So they got BB guns, very powerful ones.
Got holes in all their windows.
And then they see the mouse, and they go after the mouse with the BB gun and shoot themselves accidentally.
Oh God. Yeah. My dad put a hole through his. He took one of my BB guns a couple years ago that was sitting at their house, and he had a pigeon problem at his shop. He's got a body shop, and his big thing is like paint and stuff. You don't want a pigeon crapping on your fresh paint job.
Right.
So he's trying to pop pigeons in his body shop, and he said he put about 10 holes. He's got a 10 roof on the thing. He put about 10 holes through the 10 roof that he had to later go up and patch.
Yeah, just get a hawk. Tell him next time, get a hawk.
That's what I was like, man, we should just hire somebody out, come with a falcon, and eat them.
Yeah, I'll take care of the pigeons. Oh, my God. Yeah. Don't
Hank,
do overkill.
Hank,
What's up?
We got another one. So he's had a friend of a friend. I don't know if you can maybe guess his ethnicity. A friend of a friend. He catches raccoons back there because he's, for whatever reason, that area of town has a shitload of raccoons. This guy loves coming to take care of them for him, and he says he makes stew and soups and raccoon stuff.
Okay.
What do you think?
Is this a brother?
It's a brother.
Yeah.
It's a brother. And he says it. Dude says it's good raccoon.
Yeah, raccoons.
So I've never eaten it. That's exactly what he said. It's good eating.
Yeah, I was talking to one of my friends the other day that doesn't live in Florida, but we were talking. He likes eating weird stuff. There's people that like eating weird creatures. Mm-hmm. So he was like, "Oh, you're in Florida. Do you have those iguanas?"
Oh, those things are down south. They're everywhere, aren't they?
Yeah, that's what I told
I hear
him.
they're like chickens.
Yes, but they're very vicious. Those things will go after you. So, but I think they're pests, so you can kill them whenever you see them.
I was wondering that. I told Marley we should take the 22 down to her dad's house. Her dad's in Stewart, and go for a iguana hunt down there.
Okay, don't do it unless we can make plans for my friend to do this, because he was sending me like recipes.
Wants to eat some?
Yeah, he's
for iguana.
Yeah, he likes eating the weird stuff like that. So
I heard. So I've had alligator, and alligator tastes great. So if it's anything like that, it probably is really good.
Yeah, alligator. I've never had good alligator because people don't really know how to cook it. I don't think.
Oh, there's a place here in Gainesville we got to take you that has really good alligator.
Yeah, yeah,
Now, is it just tail?
Yeah, mostly tail.
yeah. So if you know those folks that like eating the weird stuff, man,
I hear.
I'm not eating
back on
iguanas.
Back on the iguana thing, I hear, and maybe you can attest to this living down there for a while, that during harsh winters they freeze and fall out of the trees and die. I've been told that they freeze over the winter.
Yeah, I've never seen them die. I've seen them. Like I lived in West Palm Beach. I lived in Palm Beach. I never saw them die. I don't know about you, Richard. Do you see them get cold if you get like a cold snap?
Yeah. Marley's told me they've frozen and fallen out of trees before, and you see them the next morning. They see them the next morning frozen on the ground.
I've never seen that. I've seen them, and they are vicious.
That's what I hear.
You don't see them at all?
You're probably further north, I think.
Yeah, a little bit. But he's still in that area.
Too.
Yeah, he's still in that area.
Yeah.
I think anywhere below. I think you get those things from even Okeechobee, Lake Okeechobee down, right?
Really?
I think so. Well, Okeechobee is not that far from Palm Beach, from that area. I think.
Florida. Let's see.
Yeah, are they salt water or they hang out anywhere?
They hang out like in the trees.
People brought them in as pets, and then they just got loose, and then they've been multiplying. Yep. But they are pretty vicious, so that's a good reason to get a 22 and a suppressor.
Here you go, January 5th, 2018, Florida. This is on CBS News. Frozen iguanas falling from trees during cold snap in Florida.
Interesting.
Temperatures dipped below 40 degrees Fahrenheit early Thursday in parts of South Florida. According to the National Weather Service, that's chilly enough to immobilize a green iguana's common.
Yeah, but that doesn't kill them.
It's not killing them.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not killing them. It's just
they go into sleep
shocking
mode.
them.
Yeah, they go into hibernation.
It's just shocking them. Yeah. They just bloop out of the tree. Okay.
Now, if you come out and it's cold and they're down there, put some shots in them still.
Yeah, take them out.
Yeah, Mogadishu style. Those things are no good. They do not belong. They do not belong in southern Florida at all. But apparently there's people, we should do that in Florida. We should have a thing where people fly in and then they get to catch their own iguanas and other weird creatures like that people let go.
Gotta be hunting.
And then you can eat them, you can cook them up, do whatever you want to do with them. You know.
Iguana hunting in South Florida. Gamo USA. Gamo has a thing about it. Damn, these things get big.
Yeah.
These things get the size of a small child.
Yeah, they're like cat size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And they will bite the living crap out of you. Don't mess around with those things, man. They'll go after you. I've seen them. Yeah, they're pretty bad. You know.
I would do it. This guy has one like a prisoner of war. He caught it and he's got it taped up between the feet, like with electrical tape.
Yeah, those things are vicious. Don't.
No idea.
Yeah. Don't go. I've never eaten that, but I have seen it. When I was in Nigeria, the kids would get rocks, and they had lizards, and they had big lizards.
Adam?
Yeah, what they would do is toss a rock at it, knock it out, and then they would take that thing, and they would, like, break the neck or whatever they do, but then they pack it in mud, and then bake it.
Oh, so you bake it in, like, a clay grave?
Yeah, and when you crack the mud off of it, I've seen them doing it. When you crack the mud off, the skin and everything comes off, so it's just cooked, I guess, and you could eat it. Huh. Yeah. But
RTS guy says iguana lives matter.
No, they don't.
He says tegu lizards will fight dogs.
Oh, yeah, those are vicious.
That's crazy.
Yeah, tegu lizards are vicious, but they also make a great wallet. Where's my tegu?
Yeah.
There's my tegu lizard wallet right there.
I have some watch bands that are tegu lizard. Yeah, it's really nice stuff.
From Andrew's Custom Leather. Yo. So yeah, tegu lizards are vicious creatures, man. They're not protected or anything.
The vicious lizard isn't around tonight.
Yeah.
I have the most adorable thing. Well, from a lizard standpoint, I have one of those like see-through geckos that hangs out at my window. Like, so I have a big window next to right here at the corner of the office. Mm-hmm. I have a like one of those clear sticky geckos that hangs out because all the bugs are attracted to that window at night. So he comes up here from like 8 o'clock at night until like midnight and just eats whatever he can. I love sitting here watching him eat like everything. Great.
Yeah.
When he's here tonight.
DC2 Megaboost says, had one for a pet many years ago. It grew huge. They made good pets. I'm assuming he's not talking about the tegu. He's talking about the iguana.
Yeah.
Have you had other weird pets, Richard, or it's just Pebbles? And what does Pebbles eat?
Birds, cats.
Oh, okay.
Pebbles eats a diet of mainly pellets.
Okay, does he eat humans?
No, but I did have another Quaker and I'd feed him chicken wings. It was the funniest thing, watching him hold a chicken wing in his claw.
Wait, hold on.
You're carnivorous?
Yeah. Did you just say that you fed Pebbles chicken wings? That is...
Charlie, another bird. Same species.
bird, and you fed him chicken wings, and he ate it.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
What
yeah.
a badass bird.
Yeah, that is... so... Yeah.
That's one of those that you ever hear the stories of people die and their pets eat them.
Yeah.
Their pets eat them when they get real hungry because they die in the house. That bird would do that.
Yeah.
No problem.
No, that's a cannibal right there, man. That's a straight
Quakers
up.
I hear make great birds.
That's a straight up. There he goes. Pebbles. He heard me.
Now he goes.
What
That
happened?
tail feather was bending in the wrong direction.
Yeah.
Yep.
What he was.
That was a poop tail feather.
Yeah, that's a signal.
Oh
yeah. Yeah, I used to train big birds. Put macaws, all sorts of parrots at Busch Gardens. So yeah,
see?
that's a sign where you take them, you go, and then you bring it back. The worst is when you have like a macaw on your shoulder and you feel him squat and you're like, oh, here we go. Nothing I can do about this now. It's happening. The greatest though is the laundry service at Busch Gardens had to do all of our laundry. We didn't do any of it, so I would just ball it up at night, take it to the laundry service, and they had to deal with it.
Yeah.
They must have loved you.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Jay Brennan says my chickens love eating chicken. Cannibalism. Panhead.
Dude, chickens are brutal. Chickens will eat anything.
Yeah. DC2 Megaboost wants to know what kind of parrot is Pebbles.
So he's a Quaker parakeet. They're native to Argentina. There's colonies living in Brooklyn, over at Brooklyn College. And there's actually some in West Palm Beach.
You have a bunch in Tampa. There's Quakers in Tampa.
Yeah. All right, listen, it's 9:00, man. This was fun. We already burned through.
Yeah, went pretty quick.
Yeah, we burned through this time here, so we probably should wrap it up. Richard Hughes.
You got an announcement?
Yeah, I know you do have an announcement, which you totally forgot to remind me about. So go ahead, hit it, man. Let me see if I could see if you sent me that link on my phone.
Yeah, I do podcasting on another network of tech stuff, and a guy that was on a podcast with me, he lost his life to cancer, and there's a GoFundMe, and you can find it two ways. His name is Eric Ardini, or you could go to podnuts.com, and that's podnutz.com, and there's a link on the front page there. So if you guys could support the family in any way possible, that'd be greatly appreciated.
Yeah.
I don't see the link. Support the podcast.
Yeah, I couldn't find the link that you sent, Richard, but yeah, please just hit us with that again, Richard, and you can either get in touch and ask me, and I'll get that link from Richard, or you can find him FlyinRich on Instagram.
Right here. It's in the main. When you go to podnuts.com, it's in the main title bar. Shows, live, support, sponsors, about us, and then they added one at the end that support Eric Arduini's family.
Yeah.
That'll take you, it looks, right to somewhere. I'm trying to get to the help Eric Arduini and family, and it takes.
And then there's a link to the GoFundMe.
Yep, okay. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. I'll donate.
Yeah, we'll get that up.
Donate right
Simpson Road Larry wants to know if you got monetized.
No, I'm still in monetization hell.
Yeah. Okay. You might be there for a while, unfortunately. Let's see. Okay, Babyface, what do you want the people to know about out there?
Baby_FaceP on Instagram, Babyface on YouTube. I have some stuff in the can. Thank you to Hank for letting me borrow his camera. I need to. Problem right now, I just realized, Hank, is I'm running out of storage and I need another hard drive. So I think I might go steal the one out of Marley's computer that she doesn't use anymore.
Okay, no worries.
Offload all the video and then bring this to you tomorrow.
Yeah, take your time. No worries.
But yeah, I have some stuff in the can that I want to put up. So I got to get working on it.
Okay. All right, cool. Let's see. So I think on my end, I'm going to tell you people, if you're not subscribed already, please subscribe. Thanks to everyone who's out there, all the folks that are listening to us. By the way, people listen every month, or last month it was 11,000 hours that people watched. Just viewership, people watched 11,000 hours of this podcast on Lifestyles with a Locked and Loaded. So that's pretty awesome. Thanks to those guys and everyone who listens to us on iTunes, Podbean, all those other things. Richard, you want to give the people one more time how they can find?
Sure, podnuts.com, and it's podnutz.com, and I have it posted on my Instagram, and I probably ought to put it on FlyinRich.com also. I haven't done that yet.
Yeah, absolutely. And send me, email me something, because I didn't get the links that you sent.
Okay.
Right, so email me something, so that way if anyone's looking for it and you get in touch with me, I'll get it to you. I'm going to drop the end title. Boom, there it goes. Alright, don't forget to subscribe, people. Don't forget to thumbs ups. We are out of here. Okay, that's it. We're out of here. Peace, guys. See you tomorrow.
Peace.